opportunity to get away, but in fact it'll be our 14 out there. I think it's our intermediate bike that's going to make the break and get away from them in there. So good work from Stephen Bates out of Te Awamutu on that little Kawasaki ZX 450. So nice work by Stephen. Nice way through there on the inside, but already I think we're going to go to Nick. I think it's Nick Campenhorn. He may not have been number one off that launch, but he certainly got that advantage already on the Vitpilin Husqvarna, and an opportunity to bring it under control. Let's watch for that Super Motard lineup. And remembering last time the battle with Nick Payne and Mike Kyle. So we're keen to look out for those two guys out of Whakatane and Wanganui. So there'll be a couple of hot shots to join us in our lineup. When you add into there Godfried Swartz out of Dibben Swartz Motorcycles. All the best, of course, to business partner Richie Dibben, who's over at Winton this weekend, part of our contingent over there. I think there's 4 Kiwis competing from memory. I think we've got Avalon, we've got Damon Reeves, we've got Richie Dibben, and we've got, his name's just leaving me, that's embarrassing, Neil. Terrible, Neil, our Timaru R3 rider. God, that's terrible. Harry Parker, thank you. Whew. I think they're the 4, so sorry for that. The brain cells don't quite quickly come back to recollection as they all should do when you hit these deteriorating years. But anyway, let's get back to it. So, Nick and Mike, I've got a moment to talk about Nick Campbell, an immediate Campbell leader there. And Nick Payne, you find out for the glory for our Super Moto, along with Stephen Bates, who they could launch off the Kawasaki ZX 450. We go to David Lewis, the Super Moto. So David out of Te Awamutu, he's got the 2014 Honda CRF 450, courtesy of Honda Hamilton and Bridgestone tyres. So good work by him. The 2014 CRF, well, that's a bike now that's effectively 2020 models right now, so 6 years old by technology from a motocross point of view. Probably started its life as that. It's had some great times, just missing a little bit now, so then we'll go back to the drawing board, throw some good wheels on it, smaller wheels for road racing, put some perfect tyres on it, like his choice of the Bridgestones, and then we're going road racing in what we call Supermoto. So effectively it is a motocross bike at heart, and then we'll start to do the modifications. We'll put the quick shift on it, we'll start to put the hot bits inside the engine, and we'll start to make this thing absolutely buzz. We'll get the gearing right, of course, because we're going to go way faster than you would if you're on a moto track, but this is Supermoto, and just brilliant to see. And when you've got a field like the Suzuki International Series lined up, it will be spectacular with a capital S, so neat to see. Here we go, and again with Nick, Mike and Nick, the 3 of them all out there ahead of Stephen Bates, David Lewis, Will Wilson Woods out of Supermoto Racing. Wilson comes from Wanganui. He's campaigning the Bean Counter Limited Suzuki RNZ 450. Wilson Woods, new name from my recollection as far as Supermoto Racing. What is common is the fact that he comes from Wanganui, Supermoto, capital of New Zealand. And of course, they're only about a fantastic century circuit Boxing Day street race, the culmination of our Suzuki International Series rocking in here the 8th of December to the 16th in Manfield, and then of course to Wanganui on Boxing Day the 26th. So that fantastic Suzuki Series alive and well, and getting a lot of interest, and just about to see the release of some of our international names. And I think from our quality organiser and Flea Willisey, we're going to about to see which ones he has to say no to, because they're knocking on the doorstep saying let me come, and we're about to see just how good that field will be, I'm sure, for the Suzuki Series this year. Of course, what Peter Hickman did last year was just mind-blowing. Peter Hickman, that Ulster Grand Prix, seeing that, folks, lap records shattered in that one. Had the privilege of being at an Ulster Grand Prix 4 years ago. No, more than that. Sorry, that's a long time ago. So 07. So it's more than 10 years ago. But to now see what he's doing. Congratulations to him and all of what he's achieved, and what he achieved in New Zealand, including a Robert Holden win. An event in a day and a time never to be forgotten in my memory books, watching the fabulous cemetery circuits. Great to see. Right, back to the racing here, and good times with Nick Campenhorn out there, the sponsor of this racing, the NV Motorcycles event. And Nick is out there as far as the Caddy Monsters, and even Yamaha TZs in our lineup as well. So here it is, the NV Motorcycles Intermediate combined with Supermoto. So even though you've got Mike Kyle back in second place, he's actually in first for the Supermoto, as Nick, the man in front of him on the racetrack, is in a separate class. Watching those moto boys, I'm enjoying this with Mike and Nick at the moment. So here we are. Nick Payne has closed that gap right down. There we are. In fact, remembering last time he did get the advantage. So we go down towards turn number 1, and there's the update. Looking at it from Nick Payne, just about to get a look at him. He's a little bit later on the break as well, and back on the gas. He's made a difference there. He is finding a nice line through there. And look at that, back on Mike Carl. Look at that, see, what was about 5 bike lengths has now gone down to 3. So closing it on the tail as all this goes on. Nick Campenhort keeps cool, clear and comfortable out in place number 1 for the race. And there's their fights for second. Look at that, all over each other. In fact, Nicholas nearly overdoing it there. Came right in on the tail of Mike, had to watch it there. It was nearly a case of touching plastic to plastic. They were so close there. But now we see the advantage back with Mike Kyle. That was because Nick had to go to the brakes a little bit heavier than he might have wanted to. But he's now quickly slipstreamed his way up and hangs in that second place. Look at that, right on the tail of it. Look at that, trying to look for the slingshot. You get him right around the outside. Will he be looking for late braking through the little chicane? They go, which is in the blind spot over there behind the safety barrier. They come out and join this fantastic big super straight here at Bruce McLaren Motorsport Park. At home here in Taupo, and looking for that run down there, 1, 2, and through there, and getting the back end of drift out sideways and sliding, looking spectacular. And Nicholas Payne, man, oh man, he's hit the throttle and he's looking to try and come up on the inside. He may have the advantage overall. No, that's still going to be with the white flag to go out as Nick Campenhort. But I'll tell you what, Nicholas Payne doing all the work now, and he's built a 1.1 second buffer over a long time Supermoto lap leader in Mike Kyle. But there's Nicholas Payne on the Schwartz Motorcycle Suzuki RMZ 450. Having a cracker race in there at the moment with Nick. So looking to try and power his way around the outside, and there he goes. Oh, it's a hard row. I think he's going to back off from there. Yeah, but he might try and tuck up on the inside. Is he going to look to go through and get around on the inside? Oh, I tell you what, they were side by side. Nick holds his line, which Nick will, anyone in the middle. 2 Nicks going racing. Nick Campenhort and Nick Payne out here at the moment, and it's a Husqvarna versus Suzuki. We've got a conventional motorcycle up against the Supermoto. And around the corner they go. They're both contesting first place. Tell Nicholas Payne that though, folks, because he says, well, hey, I want to have a go for the overall as we go round that big, beautiful sweeper. And here goes Nick Payne. This is the part of the track he's so good. He overtook Mike Kyle last time and looks to try and dab up on the inside through the little chicane behind the barrier, and to come out on the straight should be the Schwartz Motorcycle Suzuki RMZ 450 that's in the front this time with Nick Campenhort to try and get back there. No, Nick has got it. It's still back with Nick Campenhort to go through there. Then look to Payne. He's in behind him and he's feeling it at the moment. He's feeling the pain because he had it and then he lost it. And to Nick Campenhort, congratulations to the checkered flag they go. And well done and a fantastic finish. 0.296, less than a third of a second back in that one, and Mike Kyle goes to the third. So there you have it. So Nick Payne heading off Mike Kyle in the Supermoto glory. That meant that Nick Campenhort, well, he has smoked them in intermediate road racing because Stephen Bates on that ZX Kawasaki will finish then next in that fourth place, just ahead of Connor Rogers. Well done to Connor, the margin 0.444. So well done to Connor, as he's got some glory through there as well. So look out for him. So Connor, the update through there as well. So Connor Rogers to pick up on it. And Connor's somebody that unfortunately wasn't mentioned on our pre-race program, so we haven't been able to tell you too much about him. Vaughan Main, Wilson Woods, Doyle, Matt Altia, ahead of Philip Duthie. Go to High Ropes Ace in Nigel Lennox. And then let's check in our program at the moment for Nigel. Yes, indeed, the Kawasaki ZXR 450, High Rope Access Limited, the 89 model. So in fact, you can go and do an F3, you can go and do an intermediate, you can go and do a post-classic with having a bike like that as well. So well done to Nigel. Godfrey there in the 11th spot. Go to Nathan Varney, David Lewis. And David, unfortunately, running in third place in those motos, is not finished. So bad luck to David, who's not got the finish he would have liked. So bad luck in that moto field for Te Honda rider, courtesy of Honda Hamilton and Bridgestone tyres, David Lewis in the non-finish in there. So there you go, NV Motorcycles in our Supermoto intermediate class. Approximately halfway through our race day here today, folks, with time just coming up towards 1 o'clock. A reminder of the Honda Motorcycles in association with the Taupo Circuit Club at Motorcycle Register Endurance event coming up for Labour Weekend. Let's start it off on Friday the 25th. Learn with Rees. Yes, indeed, Team Rees, the fabulous team that they are. Super Dad Tony, along with sons Mitch and Demon Damo. They'll be there to give you an opportunity to teach you more about road racing than you've learned in the past. A dedicated day of learning about motorcycle road racing. There would not be any better. Their tuition, their level of patience, their understanding, their knowledge, all round good guys, what they will pass on to you is invaluable. So I can't say enough about that. Friday of Labour Weekend, it's Hawke's Bay anniversary day, so a holiday for some already anyway. So make it a holiday yourself and come and join us. And